Hello, this is Brian Resney, President of Resney Wealth Management, bringing you an important update about the economy and the investment markets. Well, we're actually off to a decent start overall for this year, 2020. We're getting close to the end of the third quarter. I think the fourth quarter has some great potential. The economy is clearly doing well in various sectors or segments of the economy. And I want to stress that. The only area that we really see doing poorly is really bars and restaurant type businesses. And why is that? Really because of the overall government shutdown in some of the states. Some states that are more opened up are actually doing quite well. What's interesting, though, is other industries are actually doing the heavy lifting with the overall economy. We're looking at the unemployment rate getting better. I think by the time we get certainly into the first quarter of next year, I think the unemployment rate will be greatly reduced from where it's at. It's already come down quite a bit. But what's interesting is things like trailers, boats, home improvement. People are spending money rather than travel on their home or staying home type vacations, which is really interesting. So certain industries are actually having to hire more people, and there's really, if you go like the home improvement, there was a big report on this morning, they're actually having a problem getting supplies to do some of these home improvements because so many people are actually getting involved in doing these types of things. So again, these are positives for the economy. Now let's talk about the negatives. The news. The news is always going to be negative. The world's coming to an end. Oh my gosh, Supreme Court, they're talking about now impeaching Trump, maybe again the Democrats. What I will say is this, again, whether you're Democrat or Republican, I don't want to get anybody upset, doesn't matter to us. What matters is policy ultimately. So whether you're Democrat, Republican, hey, vote how you want to vote. But the rhetoric that you're hearing from both sides gets kind of old after a while. This has gone on for decades and decades and decades. Most of you should be used to this stuff by now. It's heightened more because there's so much media. It's 24/7. So I'm going to give it to you this way. The world is not coming to an end. The U.S. economy, in our opinion, is going to do quite well as we get into the fourth quarter this year. And certainly the next 3 to 5 years, we see phenomenal opportunity in the U.S. I think other parts of the world, not so much. Again, media likes to hype everything to sell advertising. Stop watching the general media. It's worthless. The election's going to be over in a little over 40 days, which is pretty interesting. You decide how you want to vote. I'm a policy guy. I like policies that are going to help every American and grow the overall economy. And I think we're going to see more of that after the election on November 3rd. As always, if you're a client of our firm and you have any concerns, any questions, feel free to call the office. Let's talk. We can do a phone review. Our offices are all fully operational and staffed and have been through the whole pandemic. And ultimately, we again see greener pastures going into the fourth quarter. And we certainly look at the next 3 to 5 years as a really growth economy. There's going to be a lot of pent-up demand as we get into next year, and you've got to be properly positioned. Now is not the time to be conservative. Now is the time to be properly positioned based upon your risk profile, goals and objectives, but growth assets that have the ability for revenue growth and earnings growth, in our opinion, are going to be the best opportunities. We're currently in those now. We've got a couple fine-tuning adjustments coming up, as we always do. But again, research, and even more research is required in today's marketplace, and we do that every single day. Make sure you have yourself a safe and profitable day.